Lucky me, I'm joined in studio by a guest who is here in person, and not only is he here in person to have a chat with me, but actually we're going to have a little treat as well, because he's an Irish singer-songwriter, David Hope, and a lot of his music has been described as a mix of raw, emotional acoustic tracks and full band epics. He's here on his own now with his guitar, and he's all ready for business, but I just want to welcome him first of all. You're welcome to studio, David. How are you?
Lovely to be here.
Nice to have you with me, and you're busy. Tell me what's happening in your world. I'm looking at a beautiful album cover.
Long time coming, yeah. So just getting to launch a new album. It's called And the Sea. So my 5th studio album, would you believe? And nobody's ever heard of me still, you know.
That's rubbish.
Look at here. So yeah, it's kind of been.
There's always hope, but you've heard that one before, haven't you?
There you go. It's been a long time coming. Yeah, it was recorded back in 2019 and started in 2019, finished in February 2020, and then of course we all know what happened then.
So timing was
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I planned on giving myself a long lead in time anyway, but I got a lot longer than I bargained for. So
well, you're still here and you're still enthusiastic, and you know something, David? That's no small thing.
Look, sure, you have to keep going.
You do.
What else can you do?
We've said the same thing here many a time, and we're going to cheer the folks up. I mean, you've got 2 nice songs for us. Tell us what you're thinking of playing first.
Well, I don't know if we're going to cheer anybody up with these songs, but that's what
are they emotionally and acoustic? Because that's what you promised us.
Well, this is a mix of both. This is a full band epic and emotion and acoustic.
Well, fair play to you as a solo. That's going to be some achievement.
I'm going to play. I'm releasing a single today called "Burning Question," and this is going to be in out with the new album, which is released next week. So this is kind of the lead single from it. So it's a song called "Burning Question." I'll give it a lash, and sure we'll have another one then after. So. Close to nowhere, I met nobody, and we walked together in search of the source of this raging river that had no water. Oh. Well, the sky was falling as the end came calling, but I could not answer. My hands were tied and my eyes were bleeding. I was on my knees for you, on my knees for the burning question is, do you remember what you promised yourself you would be? Now all that stands before us, all those dreams that now ignore us, those visions you just can't unsee. Been holding us steady, but I know the ship is sinking slowly to the bottom. I've been calling for the captain, but he's too busy drinking. Raise another bottle. Question is, do you remember what you promised yourself you would be? Now all that stands before us, all those dreams that now ignore us, those visions you just can't unsee. Been asking forgiveness, but nobody's given. Gotta sing for your supper in the belly of the beast, this twisted republic. Who do I follow? Who do I follow? Who do I follow? Who do I follow? Oh, 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 question is, do you remember what you promised yourself you would be? Now all that stands before us, all those dreams that now ignore us, those visions you just cannot see. Close to nowhere, I met nobody, and we walked together, walked together, walked together.
Ooh, I like that. That's very, very of the sea. I kind of picture, I don't know what I picture, but I certainly picture the emotion. That's raw. Yeah, and you don't need any backing singer or anything, do you? Because I nearly picked up the words there from that one. It's very, very catchy, David.
Thank you very much.
And I like the acoustics on the guitar. You didn't learn that yesterday.
I've been at it a while now. The sign's on me.
Is it?
Yeah. Can you not tell by the bags under my eyes?
Not at all. No, you look like a seafaring man. That's what you look like.
There you go.
I have to say to you, I'm interested in the way the album was recorded and produced. You went to Cork, of all places. How come?
I've blamed Cork for my lack of success to date, because I've in some way recorded all my albums in Cork.
Okay.
In part. The first one back in 2005, and then 2007 a picture. First one was Persons Unknown, the second one was a picture, the third one was Scarecrow, which was in part recorded with Declan Sinnott, and then the last two albums were recorded with Christian Best in Middleton in County Cork, which was Tough Love and this album and The Sea. So yeah, as I said, I'm blaming Cork for my lack of international stardom, but
well, it's coming. I think after this show today and your appearance with all the work, Danny's going to launch your career again, let's be honest.
All the people in Vancouver and tuning in from Arizona, did you say?
Yes, I did.
Well, there you go.
It's the joy of the internet, to be honest with you, David.
Isn't it great though? In all seriousness, I think it's class.
We often say that here, myself and Danny, that as long as the internet is working, we're very happy, because you get a lot of people out there who are flicking through different places, want to get a flavour, and some of them have left County Mayo but want to see what it's all about, still what's going on. And I mean, look, we love having live music and live performers here in the studio, especially after all the COVID horror.
Absolutely.
And I mean, with regard to the recording though, you seem to be a person who is very appreciative of the feeling of live performance, and I believe that factored into your choice of studio.
100%, yeah. I think, and very much kind of with the kind of music I do as well, I think, having very clean takes and things like that isn't the most essential component. I think capturing what you're trying to portray or convey to people is the most important. And it's an old school way of doing recording. The modern way is record everything separately, you get it down clean, track it, make sure it's quantized and in time and all these things.
Make you sound like you're a good singer as well.
Well, this is it. There's only so much they can do with me, but I know we were lucky enough, as I said, it was kind of, it wasn't a perfect line of sight like we are here today in the studio, but I was in a smaller control room, and we had a double bass player in the main control room, and then drums and electric guitar recorded live. So we recorded the kernel of the album, brilliant, the core of it, in a live way, which I think really comes across. And it kind of sounds like a cliche, but it sounds like an album.
It does.
So it comes across like that, which I'm very proud of and very happy with. It's often a very big challenge. You have an idea in your head, but translating that onto record or onto tape is another matter when you get there. So we got fairly close, which was good.
And those songs, I mean, do you write all your own songs?
I do.
That's I mean, well,
you look surprised.
Well, I am surprised, because, and I don't mean that in as a reflection on you, but I love singing. I mean, I didn't give you the pleasure of my singing there. Now you'll be glad to know, but Danny will tell you that I'm always roaring down the studio whenever that song's on. No mic up, but I could never sit down and write a song. So I mean, to be able to write a song and put the melody to it, that's a real artist, if you don't mind me saying.
Thank you very much.
So it's all your own material.
It is, yeah. I've been lucky enough to find songwriting, in my late teens, and it helped me a lot, express myself. I think men in general aren't great at expressing themselves and talking to each other. I think the female of the species are much better at communicating, and it allowed me to help try and communicate myself and understand myself better. And I've worked at it as much as I can, and whether it is good or not is not my business to tell anybody. But some people like it, and do you know what? I as the Dumbelievables would say, I'm thick enough to keep going and try. You know what I mean? So
I was going to say to you, and I'm going to obviously be very happy if you play another song for us soon, but it has a very late night feel to it.
Well, You know, that's very interesting you say that, because a lot of the songs, the album is in a lot of ways about my dad passing away and the process of dealing with that. And, you know, for anybody who's gone through that,
no, stop.
No, but it's, you know, it's a lot of late nights sometimes and thinking about these things. And for some reason, I know this is going to sound odd, but playing guitar at 3 or 4 in the morning when other people are in the house, you have to kind of play in a very, very whispery kind of way.
Yeah, I know.
And I used to sit there and play close to the guitar, and that's what I had in my mind, is that kind of late night in your ear trying to sing those songs. And that's why we adopted that approach in the studio, to have the closeness of us together, and a lot of the songs come across that way. No, it's not all, you know, dark and depressing, but it is a process in that sense. And I hope that and I've already had some people who've listened to it come and be very complimentary of the fact that it did engage with them relative to the passing of people they've had in their own lives, which is really nice, you know, because I didn't set out to be open to the universe, but at the same time I'm delighted that people are getting that with it, you know. So, you know,
it's strange, isn't it? I mean, I lost my own dad recently enough as well, and it is profound, the effect it has on you. But what I found, for me to express myself and my emotions, I started writing poetry. And, you know, it's amazing how, if you can't express yourself in words, you can creatively express emotion, and that's what you're talking about as well.
100%,
and it's a release. It really is.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I mean, I'm looking at the album as we speak, David. A beautiful cover, very strong theme of water and the sea. Is that something that you hold near and dear?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm the same. Yeah.
And as I said, the artwork was done by a local Jenny Mongan here from Castlebar, and a lovely
beautiful
pencil drawing.
artwork.
You have to go on the website and check it out.
Yeah, beautiful.
But yeah, artwork. the sea. Yes, look, you know, like the song "Coast to Clare" that's on there was written kind of about Loophead and where I used to go fishing with my dad, and the boat on the cover used to be in our driveway. It was his old boat. So there's lots of themes of that, and I guess the sea is a very strong, powerful thing as well. So
we on the Atlantic coast.
Yeah,
I know.
There you go. See,
I know. Well, look, I mean, you can't beat it, is right. It's very healing. Just from, I suppose, the perspective of the next track that you're going to play for us. And I mean, before you do that, I do want you to just tell people where the album is available if they want to get it and everything else. Yeah,
well, I'll have a list of actual physical outlets where it's going to be available up on my website soon. But the website is the main point of contact, which is davidhope.ie. And as I said, all that is I know people are very keen to be supportive of artists directly, and that is controlled by me and operated by me.
Brilliant.
So it's available first and foremost through there, and as I said, in some local outlets thereafter. So I'm still, as I said, catching up with myself because the production was delayed and everything. So the CD only arrived 2 weeks ago. So we're kind of still getting there with it. But
very privileged to get a copy of it.
Well,
Thank you.
There you go. Well, as I said, davidhope.ie is the main point of contact, and you'll find me if you type me into Instagram or YouTube or one of those things as well.
And I mean, I'm going to just ask you a little bit before you play the next song. What are you going to play for us?
Well, I'm going to play a song. It would be remiss of me not to play a song about Mayo, or in part about Mayo, because I have so much bad/good Mayo blood in me. My mum and dad are both from Mayo.
Can only be good, to be honest with you. My
dad was from Ball, and my mum was from a little townland called Castleroyne, which is not too far from Midfield. And Julian's in Midfield, people. Well, that was her local, and it's down that direction. And she was a mighty woman called Maggie King, Margaret King.
Good name, good solid name.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, good stock, you know.
Good stock.
And I'm glad I got my hair from her as well. And
fabulous hair.
Well, it's under the. I'm not going to be in my full glory here.
If we got the earphones off you, you know, you've more hair than I do. But anyway, fair play to you. We're going to get you organised and let you fire ahead. And thank you very much.
No bother. Well, this is called King of Queens, or Find Your Way Home. So I hope you like it. I'm just going to make sure I'm in tune, because I was trying to tune subtly there while I was talking.
Oh yeah, no bother. Beautiful guitar, by the way.
Sure, that'll do. It's close enough for jazz, as I say. But
if only we had a bit of a drink in front of us as well. But go on.
Well, we can pretend the water is.
It's a vodka and lemonade.
There you go. You can feel that now, refreshing. So this is called Find Your Way Home. Grass grows in the middle of the road, while ditches made of stone. Round the bend of John Amby's house, soon you will be home. Curtains twitch with the fever pitch just to see who's passing by. Radio's on and the fire's lit, the kettle's boiling high. The Queen of Kings in Castle Royne, this place and her are bound. No diamond rings, just an emerald smile, known all around. Work the land good as any man, better than most they say. Whiskey, a dance, and a game of cards wasn't all work and no play. Used to sing and play a tune, but I never knew those days. Saw the twinkle in your eyes whenever you watched me play. The Queen of Kings in Castle Royne, this place and her are bound. No diamond rings, just an emerald smile, known all around. And I hope that you have found your way back home. I know your heart is there. I hope that you have found your way back home. Found your way back home. The Queen of Kings in Castle Royne, this place and her are bound. No diamond rings, just an emerald smile, known all around, known all around, known all around.
There's a virtual applause for everybody, and fantastic. Love it, absolutely love it.
Thank you very much.
And you know, I know you're probably getting ready to head off now, but if anybody wants to hear you live, is it easy to find you?
Sure. Look,
you're not going back to Cork now or anything,
no,
are you?
No, not to Cork at all. No, we're in Westport this Sunday.
No.
Yes, this Sunday coming the 11th of September at 7:30. Doors are in the back room of the Clue Bay Hotel.
Brilliant stuff.
And I'm going to be joined by a fantastic singer-songwriter from Kildare called Sarah Ryan. She's fantastic. And I'm going to have a young guitar player called Keelan Kenny with me, who's amazing. So check out the tickets available on the link on my website, davidhope.ie, or you'll ring up the Clue Bay Hotel, they'll sort you out.
Well, I'm glad I asked now. I'm really glad I asked.
And don't mind going to that old fella up in Dublin there. Who's that fella, you know?
I forget.
Some We're
promoting David Hope.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
don't mind that fella anyway. No,
he doesn't need promotion, does he? Listen, thank you so much for your time, David, and for coming into studio as well. It's been a real pleasure, and to be honest with you, I hope to be hearing an awful lot more from you. Have a great day.
Cheers.
Thanks very much yourself. That's David Hope, and just to give you a reminder of the album And the Sea, you're going to hear a lot more from David, and if you want to hear more very quickly, why don't you either get the album or head off to the Clue Bay Hotel on Sunday, the